whistleblowers like on the likes of the FBI agent and also Dr. Stephen Greer and other whistleblowers. They said that yes, the drones that you're before Trump's administration response, even before that, they've said that yes, the drones that you're seeing are apparently ours, but it's reverse engineered alien technology. In other words, we're not alone. That's their words, not my opinion. And now we get reports that yes, indeed they are ours, but they're for research purposes. What kind of, hey, I don't know, maybe they just want to see public's reaction. Maybe it's part of Project Blue Balls, but let's continue.
Jersey, Sheriff Golden, good morning. And I have to believe that you're one of those people who are like, you could have told us this months ago, people.
Hey, good morning, Nick. I tell
And
you
they
what,
waited way too long, too.
It's a little bit disappointing and concerning still at the same time. I mean, had they just put that simple statement out, we wouldn't have wasted so many resources. It's disappointing that we had to have the Department of Homeland Security from D.C. in here with special equipment. It's disappointing that the FBI had to waste all their man hours on a tip line for hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. And it's disappointing on the local and county level here where we had to do the same thing, wasting our resources and putting our...
Wasting the taxpayer dollar. We demand answers! We demand answers! The public demand answers! We demand answers! Everybody say it with me. We demand answers! We demand answers! Come on, man. Stop like smelling your guys. Stop smelling your own farts, guys. Stop doing helicopters around. Stop digging around, man. Tell us what's going on. I mean, damn. Can a brother perhaps get to know? Yeah, these suckers be flying over skies. Yo, these alien twats, these drones gotta pay taxes, bro. Yeah, I mean, we pay taxes and we don't even get answers. For how many months they've waited to drop this answer? Answer me that! They took way too long to drop it, and when they did, they're like, hey, all is good, not the enemy, which is something that we also thought about, right? I mean, yeah, I don't think, and we thought it was not the enemy before too. It was one of the possibility, but yeah, so FBI said that they did not know. FAA, I'm not too sure about the FAA, but from what now we're getting, official response, from what we're now gathering is that the FAA apparently approve all of this.
Bruh.
Okay, makes total sense. Roll it.
Our residents in fear and an apprehensive state. All that combined, I mean, one simple statement from the FAA or the federal government, and I want to thank President Trump for at least putting it out there. Still, there's more questions. I mean, you know, we had these episodes in Northern Virginia and the state of New Jersey. We got to get better at this. I'm going to continue pushing Congress, and my Congressman Chris Smith has done a great job in pushing it for hearings on this. But let's bring the FAA in and say, why didn't they notify local state officials so that we didn't waste all these resources? That's really the primary thing here is we need better communication, we need better deconfliction, and we need transparency when it comes to drone operations.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when the FBI said that we don't know what they are, which I call bollocks, I think it's just a bunch of bollocks made. But yeah, that's the thing, right? If true, when the FBI said that they did not know what these drones are, why did not the FAA notify them? Yeah, you guys just wasted a bunch of taxpayer dollar, if true, right? But I don't think the FBI did not know. I mean, I don't think they're that stupid though. Like, let's be real. But
operations in the future.
But Sheriff Golden, I have to believe that it assuages some of your concerns, learning that it was FAA approved. It's not the enemy, but you don't seem completely satisfied with this explanation.
No, I do think that there has to be a change in the law and procedures. I said this all along. We need better communication, particularly when there's going to be these operations, at least with the state police, regional intelligence centers in each state, so that they're aware and they can notify local law enforcement on notifications to say, hey, we do have some type of operation going. I mean, that's all the people in New Jersey wanted, right? If they told us it was a military exercise, if they told us it was research exercise, that's all well and good. We would have went about our business, but we wasted a lot of law enforcement resources on multiple levels trying to track these things down and get the federal government involved. And I think the Biden administration was a little disingenuous in not coming forward with a simple statement that said, we're doing some research, and that would have put a lot to bed for us.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty easy thing to explain because it was just about a month ago that then President-elect Trump said that,
yeah, right,
our military knew what was going on and was just refusing to tell the public.
Of course, 110%.
Yeah, listen, we should all be relieved that we do know what was going on, and certainly it's not a foreign adversary, so that's a check mark in the good side. Again, The negatives to all this is that there wasn't any transparency, there wasn't any communications. We need to get Congress to investigate this a little bit more, hold some hearings, get the FAA involved, but more importantly, get local law enforcement, get the Sheriff's Association, the Chiefs Association.
In other words, I don't think he's also fully satisfied with the response, and I don't think he also believes in there's more to it. What are they researching, right? Like, we want to know about that. But check this out. Shout out to the homie Barry Step. An interstellar discussion. Roll it.
Guys, the most amazing piece of footage has just come out of Montana last night of a lady and her son seeing a object in the sky floating. She zooms in and then she just holds the camera steady, staring at this object, and it responds to them. Her son asks it to do certain things and it responds, it changes colors. I'm going to play the audio right now and just listen, and we're going to marvel at this together, alright? Because it is absolutely incredible.
Watch from the beginning of this, you saw. Look! What are you? What are you?
Seems friendly.
Tranquilo, mama.
Hi!
Hey.
It's waving.
Do
Hey.
you want to change colors? Or is that just your color? What are you doing? Oh my god! What are you doing?
So that was it. That's the one that I saw.
Mom! Not now, Mom! I'm in the middle of finding the truth about the aliens!
Whoa! You're,
That's a drone.
you're very interesting. Oh my god!
It's turning into a circle.
Whoa!
Could you change colors?
Oh my god! It did!
Yeah!
What?
You're sweet.
Explain that!
You're doing that for my baby.
Dude, you should come and dab me up. Seriously, I don't wanna
Come on,
lie.
damn it!
Nah, bro. Don't mess with the things that bullets don't kill, man. Nah. But here's the thing, though. Can a brother perhaps, if you have been around the channel for a minute, you know, can a brother perhaps get to pet these aliens, though?
Bruh.
Only the small ones, you know, I'll pet them like a good old chihuahua, though. Not the tall ones, like we hear about the 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall, 10 feet tall aliens. Nah, bruh, like, I don't want to F around with them. But the 3 feet tall one, a 1.5 foot tall one that we heard about, different kind of species here, you know, the little gray, not the gray ones, but the little 3 foot tall aliens.
Bruh.
I think we can F around with them. Yeah, I think they might be cool. I think they might be cool. Maybe, hopefully.
Yeah,
Oh
boy!
my god, you are so beautiful. Oh, what the?
She's not zooming in or anything, she's holding it steady, and this
Yeah.
object
You guys are
is
so
coming in and forth,
beautiful.
changing shapes.
Thank you for letting us see you.
Even the sun is
Thank you
reacting
for
as well.
changing colors for my son. You're amazing. Yes, you are welcome here. We're very excited to see you.
Amazing.
Come on our couch.
Okay, real quick. I've been reading your guys' comments, right? And a lot of you guys are pretty mixed with it. A lot of you are like, hey, demons, not welcome here. And some of you guys are like, oh man, aliens, who cares? And some of you are like, yeah, we welcome them with open arms. Aliens good, aliens W. And some of you are like, nah man, aliens bad. I don't feel good about that crap. So I want to know where you guys are at with it. Do you think you can welcome them with open arms? Do you think you can welcome them with perhaps closed arms? Or not welcome at all? Or, hey, you're welcome as long as you pay taxes. I want to know where you guys are at with this one.
Food.
They are invited to the cookout.
Amazing. This is, one
Man,
of the coolest ones
absolutely
I've ever
unbelievable
seen out here.
footage.
That was absolutely incredible. That certainly could have been a light on a drone, so I'm trying not to get too excited. But it did seem to be able to hear what they were saying, or at least that was really coincidental timing. Whatever
Yeah.
it was, it seemed to be putting on a show for them specifically. That's the kind of interaction I think we all hope to have with a UFO one day. Looks like all of our odds are going up day by day, though. Also, before we move on, just a funny little side note, I had to remove 2 F-bombs from that clip, and they were not both from the mom.
I step out onto the roadway, and this guy screams that
Jason Sands on talking to a blue alien in the desert. Sheesh, wait, what?
he's got no ears. And I just thinking it's really rude. And then I close the door and I look up and he's got no freaking ears. And his eyes are twice as big. And I just am like, yeah, what the hell did I just walk into? this guy's not from around
How
here.
far away from him are you?
Probably from me to just talking distance.
Okay.
And I'm starting to freak out, but then he starts to talk to me, and it's not my language, but it's coming to, the understanding is like coming into my mind about every word he's saying. Because
So he's actually saying words,
he's saying words, but it doesn't sound like anything I've heard before.
but you're understanding what he's saying.
But I'm understanding. So I know there's a telepathic thing going on here, and it calms me down at the same time because I'm having to respond to him. And he's like, hello, I'm having trouble with my craft. I need some repair material. Do you know where I could find some tritium? And this is what he's talking to me about. And I'm like, you mean titanium? Because I didn't know anything about tritium at the time. But titanium, he's like, no, it's not it. And I'm like, well, at this point in my career, I had just left the program. So I knew where Dreamland was. And I pointed to the mountain range because you can see for days in the desert. But I pointed towards the mountain range and I said, Dreamland's just over there. And this wave of emotion hit me like disgust. Like, I am not going to talk to those barbarians and murderers.
Shit.
You know,
And here's the interesting bit, right? We're hearing a lot about psionic abilities right now. Telepathic communication. I mean, the Jake Barber guy as well. Eyes wide open guy, as some of you would like to call him as. Even he talked about psionic abilities. Yeah, thank you for subscribing, Birdo. And he's talking about it. Everybody seems like seemingly talking about it. And the last clip that you saw, allegedly, that lady was communicating to psionically. I don't know, man. Insane stuff, man. Wild times, bro. Wild times we're living in. Crazy, man. People would call you loco if you talked about this stuff. Let's just say, 20 years ago. Yeah, even 50 years ago. People would be like, okay, mental asylum are just over there. Go there. Yeah, 50 years ago, people would happily take you to mental asylum. Nowadays it's cool. So
wow, so he was saying that to you, like his reaction to going to the military base was,
exactly, yeah. He did not like it. He said, I am not going to talk to those people. And then I was like, well, shoot.
And it was barbarians and murderers?
He literally, that was what he called them, yes. And mentally, that's what it was. But the emotion.
Tritium, is this a real thing?
Well, that's what, I've had a lot of friends. There's analysts also that were on the top secret network that were trying to help me understand what material.
We were throwing everything at him. We're like, is it this? Is it this? And he's
and then
like,
finally,
no.
That's the one. When they hit tritium, I was like, that's what it was. This is what the guy looked like. Pretty close to it.
Yo.
The nose was a little bit rounder on the end, but that was a really good rendition.
We actually heard that some of the alien races do look very much like us. Oh shit! So if true, insane, right? Maybe I or maybe you have come across one of the alien being in your lifetime, but you just did not know. Maybe you felt a little off about him or her, or you felt a little strange about him or her, or maybe not, or maybe. Yeah, it's one of those things. What are the odds, right? So you hear about little gray aliens, green aliens, the Nordic, the tall whites. You hear about them too, and there are also the white. Would you say these are the Nordic aliens? I don't know, perhaps. But if their eyes are that big, shit, man. You guys know anybody with eyes like that big? Have you ever? If you know, don't be like aliens. They just naturally may have big eyes. But that's an indicator. Next time if I ever come across a man or a woman that has like eyes like this big, like that, I'm gonna try to process a little differently. That's all I'm saying here, folks. All right, let's get back to the content here, boo boo.
But yeah, his eyes almost came out to here on the temple.
Wow. And
wow,
that would freak me out.
It freaked me out. I mean, honestly, I'm not an easy guy to get freaked out, but that really put that, like you just saw an alligator pop up out of the water kind of thing.
Right. So when you tell him go to Dreamland, it says I'm not going to go where those murderers and barbarians are, and then what happens?
And he said no. So I was like, well, where else can I possibly point him to? Because I'm like, I don't know any metallurgists or whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, and I relayed to him. I said, well, I'm taking college classes down in the city of Vegas, Las Vegas. at the community college, but I have a geophysical professor that I'm taking a class from. Maybe he has a metallurgist friend, and he's like,
So you're thinking at this time, though, it's a metal?
I am, yes.
Right, because you're thinking it's some kind of like titanium, some type of...
Right. And there's also when he...
This is the 3D image of what the craft looks
That
like?
is almost as spot on as I've ever seen.
Brother?
That is about it right there. That's
What?
almost exactly what I saw rusting on the desert floor.
What?
And so you're trying to find different people that you can connect this being to.
Yeah.
And what is it saying to you while you're...
He thought that was a good idea, I think, or he was like, I mean, made him, he had that kind of, and he wanted to take action, so he doesn't really even say goodbye. He just kind of turns and off he goes back to his...
Oh, that's bad manners. Bad manners. At least say bye, bro. Like, at least you got... Yeah, see, this is why I'm like, bro, I don't know about that one, man. Because I be saying, like, I want to find out about the alien baddies, but if they're not, like... Let's just say if they... You know what I'm saying? Like, if she don't even say hi, then I don't even... Like, how do we communicate then? How do we talk about it? I know, like, it's tough finding, like, a real one on planet Earth, but it's like... But if even the alien baddies are not easy to talk to, then I'm sticking with Earthlings.
Bruh.
I'm sticking with the female Homo sapiens. Yeah, yeah, right? You agree, right? Yeah, exactly. Like the video for me to come back to my senses. Because I am coming back to my senses. Maybe I don't want to... Yeah, like F all them alien baddies, bro.
Craft.
Who is this guy and how did he end up on Joe Rogan? This story sounds crazy. I want to believe it, and I want to believe that Joe Rogan does a little bit of verification for people's credentials before he lets them come onto his podcast. But he did let Billy Carson spout his nonsense for 3 hours. I'm going to have to watch the rest of this episode today. I've got to hear the rest of this story.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... I don't know, man. Yeah, UFO came down. UFO. And we talked about it. There. I don't want to go there. He's like, yeah, alien, look, go there. Maryland. Maryland, he said, right? Go there. I don't want to go there. And then the alien left and peaced out, right? Not even saying bye to him, which is crazy, if true.
Hey, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my merch store at berry-step.com.
Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I want to show you guys this clip here that he got here. University of Alberta. Ooh, damn. Yeah, please, Trump, do not tariff us, man.
Meteorite, and it kind of breaks a moment of impact caught on camera of a meteorite, and it kind of breaks all the rules of everything that they thought was possible about a meteorite. And they've got audio, so check it out.
So a small meteor landed?
I know rocks don't fall from the sky. It'll be interesting to read what some people say this is, but this thing just exploded all over the driveway. Now, I've slowed it down, and you can actually see it for one frame right above here. And
Okay,
that thing was just falling straight down.
I'll check this.
All over the driveway. Now, I've slowed it down, and you can actually see it for one frame right above here.
Ooh, yeah, it just falls, right?
And that thing was just falling straight down.
Gravity, baby. Or maybe not.
So this is an ordinary chondrite, just the most common meteorite type. Mostly stone with trace metals in there, and you can see how it just pulverized into dust. Sounded a lot like glass or ice breaking. But this thing was just falling at terminal velocity. They recovered 95 grams of material, which is about a quarter pound. So if anybody got hit by this, they'd be done. But here's what they